Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to study probability, right? We have already done two exercises. In one exercise, we have discussed measure of central tendency. And in the last exercise, we have discussed how to draw the bar graphs, right? So now in today's video, we are going to discuss like what is probability, how we calculate probability, how we use probability in our daily life. Okay, so here we go and see what is basically probability. Right. Yes. Now see children, probability. Probability is, see, in our daily life, if you see, there are many incidents, many events which are certain, which are not certain, right? It means what? It means there are some events where we can say that, yes, those are certain. That will surely happen, right? If I ask you that, yes, tomorrow sun will rise, then what you will say? Yeah, sure, it's certain event, right? Now, few of the events are there which are not certain. Like if I ask you, tomorrow will it rain? It is not certain. It can or cannot be, right? So basically we have two types of events, that is, or two types of happening, that is certain and not certain. In certain, you can see few examples like the day of the week, tomorrow. Tomorrow, as if suppose I'm saying today is Monday, then tomorrow will be Tuesday, obviously, right? The direction in which the sun will rise tomorrow. Can you tell the direction? Yeah, obviously east. The number of days next week will have. Yeah, I can tell. In next week, there will be 7 days. Can you tell? Yeah, surely, certainly. Right. It means there will be 7 days. It means these all are what? These all are certain events. Getting my point? Now, not certain. Whether it will rain tomorrow, I don't know. The side of a tossed coin will land up. If I toss a coin, will I get head or tail? Not sure. The number a rolled die will show. If I'm rolling a dice, right, what number this dice will show, I don't know. So that is not certain, right? Now, basically, what is probability? Probability, it tells us that what are the chances of occurring of some future events about which we have no definite knowledge. Okay, it means there we cannot do anything. It is without our interruption. We have to check, okay, or we have to find the chance. What is the chances? What are the chances of occurring that event in the future, right? So that study of getting to know the chances is basically probability. Okay, now suppose this wheel, if I rotate this wheel or if I roll this wheel, I want to get a prime number. What is the probability of that? So now here we can identify the chance. What are the chances for that? So that process is called probability, right? Okay. So now where we use all these things in our daily life, suppose we need to predict the weather report. Okay, how they get to know? Are they going to future with the help of time machine? No, they are using this probability, right? Some natural phenomena like earthquake, okay, outcome of sporting events, game of chance, okay, we feel like that, yes, this team will win. How? Because might be the team has more chances of the team had more chances of winning in the past, right? So because of that past data, here we are just finding that chance of getting the winning. Oh, okay, right. So like that, we can see many examples in our daily life where we can use this probability. Okay, now let's see this rolling a dice. Now there, before that rolling a dice, there are few vocabulary which we use in probability. Okay, so that vocabulary is like random experiment, outcomes, events, right? So what are these? So let's understand all these with the help of one example. Okay. Example is rolling a die. So when we roll a dice, what we are doing? We are just doing random experiment. Random experiment means whose result we cannot define. Okay. Or whose result will come without our interruption. We cannot, that result is depends on chance, right? It means there our interruption is nowhere. Okay, we don't know what will come. So that type of experiment is called random experiment. For example, tossing a coin. If I toss a coin, I don't know what will come. So that is again a random experiment, right? That is again a random experiment, right? But if I say, okay, tomorrow morning sun will rise, this is not random experiment. Why? Because 100% sure, dear, that tomorrow morning sun will rise. Okay, so it is not random experiment. Random experiment means whose result depends on chance. It means we cannot define the result. What will come certainly. Right. Now, outcomes. It means when we are doing that random experiment, what all things can come. That is basically outcomes. If you are rolling a dice, then what all can come? It can come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Right? Only all these things can come. Right? So these are what? These are basically outcomes. Similarly, if I am tossing a coin, what can come? Either head or tail. There is only and only two options. So if I'm tossing a coin, in that case, what will be the outcomes? Head or tail. Okay, heads or tails. So these are the two outcomes. I hope you understood these two things. One is what is random experiment. Second, what is outcome. Okay. Now third is event. Okay, event we define. Okay, it means like for what we need to find the probability. Now when I'm rolling a dice, I want to find the probability of getting even number. So getting even number is what events. When I'm tossing a coin, I want to know the probability of getting heads. So getting heads is event. It means that event means that you are defining. Clear? Now, an event can be the collection of one or more outcomes. For example, as I have taken, getting an even number. So here 2, 4, 6, 3 numbers are even number. So it is more than one outcome. But here if I take heads, there is only one. So it can be one or more than one number. So I hope now these three things are clear. What is random experiment, what is outcome, and then what are the events. Okay. So let's go with some more examples. Okay. Yeah. Before more examples, let's see the probability scale. Okay. Now probability scale is what? Here we need to define like what can be the probability. Now if suppose any event or if suppose any event is 100% sure, that is certain, it means that will surely happen. It means the percentage is 100%. So the probability is 1. Okay. Now, tomorrow morning sun will not rise. Is it possible? No, it's impossible. Or the event which has 0% of happening. Okay. That has 0 probability. It means for impossible event, we have 0 probability. So basically, you can see probability is lying between 0 to 1. So if I ask you what is the smallest probability? 0, highest 1. So the range of the probability is always 0 to 1. It means if suppose you are solving the question and you are getting less than 0, it means you are doing wrong. Or if you are getting more than 0, it means you are doing wrong. So you need to just take care of this thing, right? Now, if suppose you are getting chance 25% chances, right? It means that is not sure. Like 10% chance of thunder showers tomorrow. Only 10% chances, right? It's not 0, but it is less than 50%. So that is basically unlikely or not likely. Okay. For example, if I'm throwing a dice, getting unique numbers, chances of getting unique number is 1 only. So out of those 6 unique number, there is only 1 which is unique. So for that will be the unlikely or not likely event. Okay, it means whose probability is between 0 to 50. Now, when I'm tossing a coin, getting heads, 50%, because either heads will come or tail will come. 50% chances, right? So that is even chance or equal chance, anything you can write. Now, 80% chance of rain tomorrow. If suppose the event is 80% chance of rain tomorrow, it's very likely. If I'm throwing a dice, I want to get a number more than 2. More than 2, it means 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? More than 50%, but obviously less than 100%. So that is very likely. Okay. So now I hope you understood this probability scale, right? What is impossible, what is certain, and how we define all these, right? Okay. Now, calculating probability, how we calculate probability. So for that, we have one formula. Like suppose event A, we are defining an event A. For example, if suppose I'm throwing a dice, okay, I want to get even number. Okay, so getting an even number is the event. So how will I write? Probability of event. What event? Even number. Okay, so here event is A, so that is why it's written A. How we will write? Total outcomes favorable to event A. It means total favorable outcomes. It means if we see the total outcomes, then there how many are favorable to this? So when we are throwing a dice, the total outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are total 6 outcomes. Now how many numbers are even number? 2, 4, and 6. 2, 4, and 6. So there are 3 numbers which are even. So total favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. How many are total? Total 6. Right? So number outcomes favorable to event A upon total number of outcomes. So that is the formula of probability which you need to learn. Okay. So now 3 by 6, it can be further simplified as 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 1 by 2. Okay, now let's take this example. So now in this example experiment, randomly choosing a bulb out of 6. There are 6. Now outcomes are 3 red. It means these ones are red. Okay, 2 blue. Okay, so it is blue, and 1 green. This one is green. Okay, so that is basically the random. It means how many outcomes are there in total? There are total 6 outcomes. Okay. Now, event what we are taking, choosing a blue bulb. Now, how many blue bulb are there? 1 and 2. So there are 2 blue bulb. Now, what will be the probability? Favorable. There are 2 blue bulbs, and total there are 6 bulbs. So 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6. So 1 by 3, 1 by 3. Right? So like that, we can calculate the probability. What is the formula for probability? Just repeat after me. Total number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. That's it. Okay. Yes. Now let's take one more example actually. Okay. Choose a number at random from 1 to 5. It means random experiment is what? You are choosing a number from 1 to 5. What is the probability of each outcome? Okay. Now see, if we are choosing a number from 1 to 5, so total number of outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There are total 5 outcomes. So total number of outcomes 5. Now event is what? Probability of each outcome. I'm choosing 1. How many times 1 is coming? 1 time only. So probability of coming 1. So how many times 1 is coming? 1. So 1 by 5. Now, if I want to find the probability of getting 2, how many times 2 is coming? 1 time only. So for this also 1 by 5. Now, how many times 3 is coming? 1 time only, in total 5. Again 1 by 5. How many times 4 is coming? 1 time only. And total outcomes 5, 1 by 5. Now, if I want to find the probability of getting 5, how many times 5 is coming? Only 1 time. And total outcomes 5. So here also 1 by 5. Right? Clear? Yes. Now, what's the probability that the number chosen is even? Okay, even number. So now the possible outcomes are these ones. Probability of getting even number. Now, how many numbers are even here? 2 and 4. There are only 2 numbers which are even. And how many total numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So probability of getting even number is what? 2 by 5. Okay. Now, what is the probability that the number chosen is odd? Okay. So probability of getting odd number. How many odd numbers are there? 1, 3, and 5. There are 3 odd numbers. And total 5. So 3 by 5. The probability of getting odd number is 3 by 5. Right? Okay. Now, quick check. Let's see what we have learned till now. Okay, are you all ready? Okay, so here we go. What's the probability of randomly selecting a day of a week? Okay, so probability of choosing a day. How many days are there in a week? There are 7 days. Okay, now let's suppose I'm choosing Sunday. How many times Sunday is coming? One time. If I'm choosing Monday, again, only one time, 1 by 7. If I'm choosing Tuesday, 1 by 7. So for choosing a particular day in a week, the probability is 1 by 7. Okay. Now, second, a basket has 10 eggs, out of which 1 egg is bad. Okay. So total outcomes, if we talk about, are 10. Okay. Now, if you pick 1 egg, it means you need to find the probability of picking 1 egg. What is the probability of picking egg? Picking the bad egg. It means event is what? Bad egg. Okay. Here I'm writing B. Now, how many bad eggs are there? There is only 1 egg which is bad. So favorable is 1 and total is 10. Right? Now, what's the probability of picking a good egg? Probability of picking a good egg. Okay. Right? Now, how many total outcomes are there? 10. How many eggs are good? There are total 10 eggs. 1 is bad. So remaining 9 are good. Yes. So favorable are 9. So what is the probability? 9 by 10. Right? So I hope you understood whatever I explained today. Right? So if you have any doubt, you can go through the video once again. Right? In the next video, we will study or we will solve exercise based on probability. Right? So till then, bye-bye. Take care and do revise.